I'm Sekou Writes, and I am a survivor. I am a survivor. I'm a survivor. I've had two strokes. The biggest one left me with just a 17% survival rate. I, I hit that, and I'm moving on to my best and brightest self. So you'll hear from me today. I'll be talking to Reverend Melissa. We'll be talking about money. So let's go, and let's go. Here we go. Later. So could you hear me? Wait a minute, I can't hear you. You still got your mute button on.
Okay.
Could you hear me doing the intro?
Yes.
You could hear me?
Yes.
I had it set to mute too. Oh no, the whole thing for nothing. So I'm glad everyone heard me. Heard me give you the survivor. And I'm a survivor, and so now I'm gonna leave it to you, Reverend Mel, to do the disclaimer.
Okay. So, good day, everybody. Good day. So, just so you are aware, Sekou and I are not financial advisors or licensed physical trainers or any such thing as that.
Any such thing.
We are like you, open to learning, exploring, curious. So this is just us sharing our experiences.
All right. So you guys
How you
heard me if you
doing,
heard the
Sekou?
intro. Huh? How am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Well. I mean, did you see the show yesterday?
I watched the show yesterday. I saw it last night, actually, while I was doing my walk.
Yeah. I'm feeling it a little bit, but listen, I got 7 CDs. I can't even find them right now. 7 CDs. That means I've had 7 MRIs.
Yeah.
7 recently. Like, recently. Like, how many MRIs have you had?
In my life, I think I maybe 2.
Yeah, 2. I have had 7. Right? I've been guessing the number. I was like 2 or 3. No, 7. I have 7.
Yeah.
I've got 7 CDs and pamphlets and all that stuff, and I'm gonna drop it off tomorrow.
So when I was watching the show yesterday, I was curious as to why typically the MRI place will send the imaging to your doctor.
I don't know, but that's why I am creating an app. I've never created an app before. I don't know what I'm doing, but I am creating an app for people like me that are going through the process. And they need something in the background to smooth things out. Like, yeah, if a doctor makes a request for MRI, it should be instant. It should be as soon as it finished is with one, it should be transferred to the other. But I've got to have an app that duplicates it. Like, here's one that's supposed to go to them, here's one that goes to you, and all you have to do is log onto your phone and say, here, doctor, here it is, and that's it.
So I suspect that there's no coordination of of your amongst all of your providers, because they probably are in different networks.
Mm.
Like I remember when I was caring for my aunt, and she was under the Montefiore system. So whatever test she had to get taken, mammogram, MRI, whatever it was, we can only go see providers who were in the Montefiore system.
Mm.
And that that ensured that all of the tests and everything that were being done were in this portal. Like
Mm.
all of these medical systems have their own health portal
Mm.
that you have access, the patient has access to, and all of the doctors who are under that system have access to as well.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
like you're saying, as soon as a test result, even if blood work, as soon as blood work was done, I could just
Yeah.
go into her portal and I could see, all the things, like just like her doctor. So
Yeah.
I suspect that might be why, because there's no coordination.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I will say that because I'm talking about people like me, I'm building in a little bit of brain haze, because I have portals on my phone and I don't use them, right? And so what I need, because they have this username and password, and me and passwords now, woo, me and passwords now are like, I gotta think, I gotta focus, really every time there's a
I
password,
hear
I gotta like,
you.
oh, and so I was in the doctor's office trying to figure out the password, which was not ideal. But my version of the app will have a thumbprint. A thumbprint. That's
Hmm.
all you need. A thumbprint, and that'll be it. But but anyway, I don't want to spend a whole time on this. But I hear you. I hear you, Fee saying, "Guys, got this," and and she's saying
Yes.
some more things on the side. I don't want to go to do all of it, but I'm saying that I need to. You know what? You know what? My app needs to be an AI app. It needs to be an AI app. The one you can talk to. You
Hmm.
talk to it and say, I just need some help. Anyway. 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 Oh man. Wait, hold on. Let me see what B King is saying about this. Let's hold a space for Sekou to write his passwords down until he completes this app and send those passwords to Beyonce. All right, P, I'll give you some more of my passwords, but like I just don't know. I'm just like struggling.
But there's an app that holds all your passwords.
Is there?
Yes.
I vaguely remember that now. I vaguely remember that. And actually I tried it and it didn't work because I'm so, left versus right. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, are you there?
I'm here.
Huh, that is frozen on my end. So anyway,
Um,
let me move on before I get caught up on this the whole episode, and say this. Oh no.
I'm here.
Okay, for me, the screen was frozen. It was completely black. Completely
Okay.
black. So I'm glad you're here. So that's my time to move on. That's my time to move on. So this is what I wanted to say. What I want to say was that yesterday on the show, I mentioned I mentioned money, and I tried to make a parallel from one money to the other. And so I made the parallel from, you've got a Capital One bank, you get a, a nice little
One
interest.
penny.
Yeah, yes, get one penny for 1 month, 1 penny per month. So you got 12 cents for the year. You got 12 cents for the year. And so I wanted to say that because someone commented yesterday and said a penny adds up. I was like, yes. Yes, it does.
It's like,
Yes, it does.
and your point is what?
Yeah, yeah. But my point is,
No, the person who said a penny adds up. What's
yeah.
your point?
Yeah, I know, but I'm taking it. I'm taking her point and saying, yes, it's true. A penny adds up. But look at this, 12 cents for the year versus $15 in one day.
Yes. There's
Come
no
on.
comparison.
Come on. And my mom gave me this comparison because she was like, make sure, you're adding basically I was paying attention to the account. So what I just did, basically, what I just did yesterday, because I had not been doing that. But once you think about it, like 12 cents guaranteed versus $15 in one day. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely.
It is. That's quite a return.
Yes, quite a return. Quite a return.
Yes.
And one more thing, Feed made me promise to say this part. $15 a day is $300 per month.
And $300 per month.
Oh, sure. I didn't even go that far. Find out. Find out. Find out, Mel. Find out. Find out, Mel. Find out. Find out, Mel.
300
a
month. You add that up to a year, that's $3,600.
Woo!
That's $3,600.
That's how much is
3,600.
Wow. Oh, I feel that. I feel that.
Versus if you add up a penny a month, you get 30 cents.
30 cents.
30 cents a month is $3.60.
$3. Come on now. Come on now. You cannot.
But it adds up. Those pennies add up. What do you want? $3.60 or 3,600?
Or 3,000. 3,000 bucks. I mean, in a year. In a year. You want 12 cents or you want 3,000? Your choice. Yeah. Your choice.
Yeah.
So everybody should be trading. Everybody should be trading. And so I was so happy when I was telling Feed this. She caught me smiling. She caught me smiling on my phone. She's like, "What you smiling at?" I was like, "I'm adding it up. I'm adding it up. $300 for a month. What? And now you just did the year. I didn't even think about that. $3,000 per year. Come on now.
Yes.
Okay. So so what you got to say? Any response? Any response to my
Well, I think you're making the point. Okay. The point of consistently doing something.
Yes.
Consistently doing something. Excuse me. It's really important. If you want to move from 1 penny to $15, you have to consistently, in this instance, trade.
Yes. And that leads me to another point. Aladdin's touch.
Oh, wait, we back at Aladdin?
Yeah, we back at Aladdin. I'm gonna wait till they sue me. Y'all sue me to change it? Sue me. And then I'll change it. But till then, Aladdin's touch.
I thought it was Aladdin's finger. But I like touch better. Finger's a little creepy.
Because I was doing more of this with it. Like I was trying to figure out more things. But my $15, my biggest day yet, $15 was me using my Aladdin's touch. And now that's incredible because my previous biggest day was $12, but I don't know how I got it. But now I know how I got the 15, and I know what to do. And so I could teach people the Aladdin's touch. So I can teach you all that, and then you can go from there and to finding things out. I was looking at this.
Yes.
Put it out. Put it out. Yeah, I can teach you all Aladdin's touch. I mean, can you imagine just getting $15 and that's all you need to get 3,000 per month for?
So can you explain again what the Aladdin touch is? So this is your system.
My system, yeah, my system. My system is to wait, because you can trade overnight. Pre-market is called. I experimented with that, but I missed. Catch me now. I missed the excitement of 9:30 in the morning. 9:30 morning. I would love the fact that it counts down in the app. It's like five minutes. I like, all right. I missed that, and so I went back to that. So first of all, it's 9:30 in the morning. I wait for the first candlestick, and that's it. I'm watching one candlestick, maybe two, one or two candlesticks, and to see which one looks like it's going to move up.
Wait. Okay. So you had picked a stock and then you're looking to see what their candlestick is, or are you looking at the full market?
You know, I'm looking at the market on Webull. I go to Webull and I ask it, what are the biggest movers? I start with that. What are the biggest movers? And so I'm looking through the biggest movers. I'm looking for a biggest mover that's the right price. So I'm looking for a big mover that's $1. I don't even want to go to $2. I've gotten specific now. $1, right? And then I can buy it in multiples, right? So I'm looking for what's moving a lot and cost me $1, right? I buy that, and then I snapshot it. So this is all pre-market. I'm looking pre-market. So like I got up at 5 a.m. for our thing, our 5 a.m. thing, and then I started watching the stocks, and I took screenshots of two, right? And then I watch very closely at 9:30, and I watch which one goes up and which one doesn't. And the one that goes up, I buy in for a very small amount, like a nickel at most, a nickel, and then I trade it for a nickel, and that's it. Did I lose you? Oh no, are you still there? Oh no. While she's hanging out trying to get back in, that's what I do. I finance, well, not finance. I bet one nickel, basically. I don't bet more than 5 cents.
You don't bet more than
5 cents.
5 cents?
Nickel.
Oh.
More than nickel. I don't bet more than nickel.
So you buy the stock for $1.
What's that again?
You buy the stock for $1. Am I frozen?
You were, but you're good now.
Okay. So you buy a stock for $1, and then what's the 5 cents?
Okay, I buy it for $1, and I'm betting that it's going to go up. So let's say I buy it for it's $1.50, right, per share. I buy it to go 155.
Oh, got you. Okay.
You know, so just a little bit, because on TV and on movies we see big stretches of all this money, and that does happen for some people. But for me, I am playing a last touch. You get in, get out quick. So I'm betting 150. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna sell it for 155, and that's it.
So you set a booby trap for the 155?
I said a booby trap. Yes, I said a booby trap for 155. Sorry, I forgot that. So I said a booby trap. So what I do is I look to see who's moving at 9:30, because I love all the countdown, all the drama around 9:30, right? So I do that, and then I watch which one's moving, and then I put my money on it for 5 cents. So $1.50 to $1.55, and then I set a booby trap. So that means I set the system to recognize it whenever it hits 155, anytime during the day, and then I get out. So I've got something running on my system now that I set a booby trap for this morning. So now I'm just free, easy. Or I was sitting there waiting. I was like, oh, show's about to start. Show's about to start. I felt all this tension, but now all this tension is free. Now
Yeah.
I'm relaxed. I'm gonna check it after this show,
Yeah.
and see if we got it.
Yeah. That's what I do. I just set it and go.
Yeah,
So this
great.
Friday, I haven't traded. It's been a couple of weeks now. So I decided this Friday I'm going to trade something. And it's so interesting that now I pick up the other day, I got in the car and the radio came on and they
Mm,
were saying something about a company and that the aftermarket wasn't strong. So
mm,
they were predicting that there was going to be an increase, like a bump up based on
mm,
something this company did.
mm,
And I can't remember what company it was or what they did. But what got my attention was hearing the words aftermarket.
mm-hmm.
And it made me think of pre-market. And so I
Yeah,
never really thought about, yeah, if there's a pre-market, there's an aftermarket
right,
as well. And
right.
that there's still activity. There's all this activity that people are paying attention to that is going to
Yes,
impact the aftermarket is going to impact the pre-market and the pre-market is going to impact when the market opens.
right. I
And there
guess
are
you're right.
people who are paying attention who may be paying more attention to certain things. So I imagine there are aftermarket traders,
Yeah, yeah. There
just
are.
like there are
Yes,
pre-market traders.
yes. There are. So just to clarify for people, pre-market is early in the morning before before the stock market opens, and aftermarket is after it closes that night. And just found out that people are talking about all of them all the time, all the
Yes.
time. Yeah,
But
that's cool.
it caught my attention. So
Yeah,
I was like, wow. So there's a listening for it now, based on you talking about it and
yes.
hearing it over and over and over again. I never paid attention to
I know.
aftermarket.
I know. I know. You know what happened? It was funny. We were watching The Accountant last night. The Accountant, they got an Accountant 2 coming out.
Yeah.
We were watching to get familiar, remind ourselves of what happened to us. And you know what happened? She and I both hit the same thing. There was a line in the movie, and we looked at each other. And she made me rewind it. She made me rewind it. But it was a line given by Ben Affleck, and he was saying, "Yeah, this guy, he 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 opened the stock price at 8 cents and $8, and now it's up, and then he sold it at $75." And just the fact that he's talking about changing the layout of his financial structure of his company just caught me. I was like, oh, that's what he was doing, and I realized it. And I watched the movie with no hints of anything. I was just
Mhm.
watching to get reacquainted with the characters. But I saw that, I was like, what? What? And we got into we rounded and like, okay, that's cool. That's
I'll have to
cool.
watch it. I don't think I ever saw it.
Yeah, The Counting is good. The Counting is a good movie.
Okay. All right. I saw the trailer for the second one. It looks good. I like the actor that's playing his brother. I
Oh
can't think of
yeah,
his name, but I
yes,
like him.
yes. He's good. He's a good actor. He's a good
Yeah.
actor. Yeah.
So what else we got?
Uh, well, we got a nickel wowzers right here. Fatima West commenting on nickel.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
just, gonna-
Yes.
I'm just gonna
Yes.
tell you.
And it's funny in Weeble, if you set it too high. So let's say you buy something for $1 and you say, okay, I want to sell it when it hits $3. Weeble will say, that's a
Yes,
lot.
you're playing with yourself now. You're playing with yourself. Yeah, they will let you know. It'll let you know. Now you don't be playing with yourself. Right.
You might want to lower that to
Yeah.
like you might
Yeah.
want to lower that. So then but most of the time I just leave it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Find
like, we'll
yourself.
see,
Find yourself.
Weeble. We'll see. I'm patient. I'm in it for the long
Yeah.
haul.
Well, that reminds me of something else. That Webull, they charge 2 cents per trade, and I hadn't really paid attention to that till just now. They charge 2 cents per trade. Now, if you're playing Aladdin Such, that's 2 cents out of five, right? But then I went over to Think or Swim, which is under Charles Schwab. I asked them how much they charge. They said 1 cent. I was like, 1 cent? They're like, yeah, 1 cent. I was like, okay, it's better for me to trade on the Think or Swim side, right? And so I've been moving more and more over to the Think or Swim side. So I've been trading more and more on that side, because if you're only trading 5 cents, 4 cents is much better than giving up 2 cents, right? And so I was like, oh, and it's been working out well. It's been working out well.
All
So
right.
just be mindful, folks, of how much you're paying, because I'm giving you the Aladdin's Touch, but Aladdin's Touch, you need 5. You need a nickel. You need a nickel, and so you want to be careful that you're giving that nickel away by 2 cents. You know.
Yeah. I think the highest return I've gotten was $11.12 on one trade. That was my highest.
Yeah. You've got this thing. You got I don't know how you do what you do.
I'm not doing much.
But you're doing it. You taught me about the booby traps. You taught me about that. I was like, oh.
Because what you talked about, that like waiting and going back to seeing
Yes.
that was like,
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Because it sits on you. It sits on you.
Yeah, it's like,
Wait,
no.
you don't want that.
No.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
No.
Yeah.
So I found that thing and I was like, oh, we could set this and go about our business. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I could focus, because
Yeah.
it was stressful.
Yeah,
It was stressful. I said, oh no, I don't
It
need
was
all this
stressful.
kind of adrenaline running through me.
Yeah, and mind you, I got that technique from Tim Sykes, who is the person I've been studying. But he's sitting there with his finger on the button, like all the time. And I'm like, all right, so I guess my finger has to be on the button. But now I've realized that that's just to get you in. That's just to get you in, to treat it a little bit. And then once you get in, you figure out a way that it works better for you.
Yeah.
And now we got one.
Yeah.
We got Aladdin's Touch.
Yes. Aladdin's Touch.
Aladdin's Touch.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So Friday I'm going to trade. So next Wednesday I'll share how that experience went for me.
Okay.
And I am a little curious about, I'm thinking I might pick a stock, see what it's doing after market, just peep in, and then see what it's doing pre-market. Just out of curiosity.
Can you say that again?
I'm going to pick a stock.
Yes.
Before the market closes.
Well, you can. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to pick a stock before market closes.
Yep.
And then I'm going to check that stock during aftermarket.
Yep.
And in pre-market.
Okay.
And I'm just curious to see what the differences are.
Okay. What's your schedule going to be? What's your length of time?
So I'm gonna check aftermarket maybe 7.
Okay.
And pre-market, I'll also check at 7.
Okay. For how long? You're gonna check it for an
like
hour?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes, folks. 15 minutes. That's where I stay too. 15 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
So you just keep that number in mind.
Yeah.
For those of you out there. All right. So I gotta put you on, Reverend Mel. I gotta put you on.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna put you on. Ta-da!
Good.
It's going.
Oh, the book study. Yes.
Ah, well, you have to do it live.
All right. So let me put up the flyer. So, Community Cafe Book Study is coming up every Wednesday in May at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We are reading, studying, going through the journey of Hack Your Pain Now with the author Sekou Writes. So we start on May 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It is available. The book is available. Here's the book. It's available in paperback, ebook, and audio. So you got 3 options, and it's on Zoom. The book study is on Zoom. Go to rocklandcsl.org, and it's by Love Offering. So we want to bless Sekou, who's going to be with us on this journey for the 8 weeks. And this is the first time for Rockland that we are going to have the author with us. So we are very excited, very excited.
Yeah, very excited. And
So I heard you picked your the new cover.
Yeah.
And when you were showing the different pictures, I was like, just use more than one picture. And that's what you wind up doing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And it took my mom to be like, it's your book. Decide what the cover should be. I was like, well, all right.
Mama Sekou's like, yes, get it done.
Yes. And speaking of Mama Sekou, she's been chasing me after putting the back of the book. It happens on the back of the book. Yeah. She's been chasing me about putting that in the book itself, so no one misses it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I did it last night. I think it's done. I spent all this time whining and complaining and moaning. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And then I think I got it done. I think it's all set. And so that is the truth of why there's still typos and et cetera in the book.
Yeah. Yeah, the preface. Yeah, you're going to put the preface inside the book. Yeah,
yes.
That's awesome. The other thought I had was when you do the picture of you in the hospital, like there should be a date or something. And then the other picture with you, it could just say today or, whatever.
Yeah.
So people have a sense of time.
That's good. All right, I'll add that. Okay, we're getting close to your time now. We got to sign off.
All right.
So remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. And we will see you later.